Kins, it's TheKindKitten here. Hello, and I'm back at Severitus's base, which, even with the directions she gave, was a little bit tricky to get back to. And I can finally. Oh, by the way, this is the first episode of me on Spooncraft, and I can finally show in my own video the little modifications I did to the island. And do I still have... Oh, I still have something with Silk Touch. I'm gonna, fix this up. So instead of, these random ones here... Also, if you want to know how I got all of this stuff, some of the materials were given by, I think it's Severitus? Sev, when you watch this, tell me if I finally pronounced your name right. Because it's spelled like Severitis, but I think it's Severitus? I'm sure she'll watch this and let me know. But I'm going to just make a little bit of a bigger bush here. And oh, I think she's giving me permission for a climb. That looks better. Because otherwise it was just like a few random blocks which didn't even technically look like a bush. This looks slightly different before, and then I modified it slightly, and I'm like, yep, I'm happy with that. And wait, what's this? This is I assume that was, well, even if I hadn't read that was Bubbles, Sever said that Bubbles and her do little pranks on each other. And also, I hope I'm allowed to be here, because, actually, I suppose I am, because, I was there when she was there anyway, because I really need to catch up on her videos, in fairness. In, one of her recent videos, she was not to bother her if she was recording, but then I don't know if that would it apply to me, because actually, you know what, I'm just gonna check. But considering I've upgraded that island a little bit, I'm wondering if she might let me modify this island a little bit. Because again, that's how I got the materials in the first place. I didn't actually work for any of this. And also, oh, hold on. It's funny, Lilith is on. Lilith really wants my head for some reason. And so far I've said I don't want anyone to have it. So if any of the staff are listening, currently I've given no permission for anyone to have my head. Although it shouldn't matter anyway, because I didn't. I spoke to Bubbles recently, who's a server helper now. Congratulations, Bubbles. And he said they can't attack anyway unless PvP is on, which admittedly I didn't know before. I thought PvP was just on by default. And I'm not really going to be doing anything specifically in this episode, because I'm still a nomad, or no kitten, I guess. And so what I might be doing is just doing little modifications if Seb's fine with it, and we're just making this look. Well, I can't say it like that with a sound of me, without making it look nicer. Also, for this example, I might go for the medieval material, so it might be stone, for example, stone, and that on the bottom, but the top part I might do wool and other whitish materials. I might do what's the stripped bark on the top bit, just to sort of break it up a little bit. And then on the roof, I can't really see what the top is. Is that stone? I mean, I know it's stone around the edge, but I know it's got wood. It's broken up a little bit, so that should be fine. But I have to see if she lets me do it, because if you see my other builds, and also speaking of which, thank you for all the support on those, because yeah, it really does motivate me to do more of them. And I know, obviously seeing... It might sound a bit silly, but... Oh, also... Oh, yes, by the way, thank you, Lilith, for giving me all the armor. And, the sword and the pick and that. I'm pretty sure that was Lilith. Lilith, if you watch this, please correct me if I'm wrong. But like Seb gave me the materials, but most of that was from like building the island, and Lilith gave me the armor and stuff. So technically, I've had to actually obtain nothing so far, which is quite nice. Uh, Also, that means that I don't really know entirely how to play it. I really need to read this book, which I haven't read. So yeah, such a great representation for someone on their first day. I'm gonna like, oh. Also, there's like some underground stuff that Seb has, but then I don't know if she wants me to show it. It's not the be all and end all because, to be honest, I'm just exploring myself. So there's plenty of other things to see. And I'm going to not know anyone who lives around the area, so if you see your base, or if you've made something, tell me in the comments. Like, because I like who's made that, the big chicken there. And, oh yeah, speaking of what I was, going back onto the topic I was going on to before, also, you do notice sometimes in solo commentary I jump between topics. It's just something I do. It might sound silly, but even like seeing an increased amount of likes on the video is actually helps. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that sleeping thing. I think my home is in Sev's bed, so that's why I'm not sleeping at the minute. Also, things look nice at night. Yeah, has given me a lot more motivation to do videos. Not that I ever lacked it anyway, because, like, I mean, my friends, like, what are some nice people? Zach Gray, the Puka, Sev and Bubbles, Tycoon132, who I've mentioned him like that for other people, but if I mention the word Casey in the future, you'll know I'm referring to him. It's just I haven't called him like Tycoon13 Tycoon. I don't really call him Tycoon except intentionally sometimes in front of other people because I'm like, does he mind me saying his real name? But to be honest, he pretty much doesn't. Ooh, this is quite nice as well. But yeah, it's just nice to see the support and all the like, especially a big thank you to everyone from the Mumbo Discord who kind of noticed me being, I wouldn't say down per se, more like basically just like help it. I wasn't like in 100%, and I was a bit like discouraged, I suppose, because for the longest time my channel at one point in the past went like to 900 subscribers, and then it just kept going down and would not go back up. And then lots of people from the Mumbos one subscribed, and now I'm back to above 900 again. And even like the little things like that put like the biggest smile on my face. And I know obviously YouTube isn't all about subscribers, it's more about the audience you have currently, but it can get slightly discouraging even for me sometimes when you're just stuck on a certain number of subscribers and it never went up. And also it's I know my channel isn't like I wouldn't call it like small, but it's difficult for smaller channels to get noticed. And well, I'm at least glad my builds are kind of getting a little bit noticed now. But but yes, just a huge thank you to everyone who's liked and commented, and big thank you to the Spooncraft. If you're wondering who the Spooncraft is, it's this server, and it's the server from Mumbojumbo. Thank you very much to them for re-getting it past 900 and putting a huge smile on my face. I know my voice is a bit monotone, but trust me, I was really happy. But yeah, this is just me running around aimlessly, and see, best first Spooncraft video ever. I don't even have a home at the minute. At least I think even on Seb's one, like at least like about like 2 minutes into a video, she did like fancy edit cuts, and she was like, "Yep, no, I've got a home." Oh, speaking of which, though, my fur's gonna get all wet. I was gonna jump over that fence and dry myself there, but I'm gonna resist the urge to flick that. I really want to. Yeah, gonna get all my. Yeah, don't want this to get wet. Uh, Also, I know what you're gonna say, kitten with fish, but like, it is a coincidence. That's just the food. That is just the food that Lilith gave. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I have a lot more than I had before, and I don't feel so fragile as I also, I do wish that I didn't have to put the helmet on, because like helmets with this kitten face just don't work. It makes it look like, well, you can see like it looks really stupid. But then obviously I'm more delicate if I don't have it on. See, look how sad I am that I was getting wet. Just look into that little face. It's like, well, Corralis's face is like from the Hermit Cross. In case you don't know who I mean, it is like shocked. Mine's permanently looks like it's upset. I definitely see where people were going with that one. But this is the TheKindKitten, and maybe I'll see with Sev if I can make a home somewhere nearby, maybe in the ocean, and I'll just build my own island. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!